This is gonna be a full leg workout. You don't need anything. So if you're out traveling, this is perfect. Push that coffee table out of the way, push the couch out of the way, and let's get started. So if you're familiar with Pilates, this is gonna be recognizable. We're gonna do footwork as if we were doing it on the reformer. So our legs are gonna be parallel. You're gonna stand nice and tall, finding your posture. From here, as you breathe in, we're gonna bend the knees. You're gonna take your arms just straight forward and then rise up. Think of squeezing the bottom. Again, so you just bend and you extend. So at first it may not feel like much, but we're gonna keep getting into it. So the more we go further into the series, the harder it's gonna become. Let's do 5 more. So you go down and up. We're gonna attempt 10 in each position. Down and up. Last 3. Down and up. Final 2. Sending that bottom back and up. Final 1. You're gonna hold it here. Think of sitting more into those heels. And we're gonna do little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, we're gonna press up and hold. Now, here's the challenge. You're gonna rise up onto your toes. Now go where you feel you can balance. Think of sending the heels forward over the first and second toe, and it doesn't have to be a very big lift. It's a very small lift here. We're gonna do the same series. You're gonna bend your knees, sending that tailbone back, and then coming up. You are gonna feel that you're gonna be able to go a little bit lower because those heels are raised. Breathing in and exhale. Again, knees pointing straight forward over those toes and up. We have 7 more. And down, pressing up, exhale up. Breathing in and exhale up. 5 more, you got this. Find that balance. If you're falling, it's okay, just catch up. Catch up with us, you got it. Just pick up where you left off. And down, last 3. I'm a horrible counter, so just keep going. I might have gave you an extra one. Last 2, and down. Final 1, we're gonna hold it here, and we're gonna press the heels down and lift the heels up. Press the heels down and up, down and up. If you need assistance with this balance work, feel free to grab a chair. Hold that chair. Last 3 and up. Last 2 and up. Final 1. Hold it there. Rise all the way up and press it down. Excellent. We're gonna change position. We're gonna go into our small V, otherwise known as our Pilates V. We're gonna send those knees. The knees always track over the toes. You're gonna take the arms out to the side and then squeeze and pull. So as I bend those knees, they're tracking straight over that first and second toe. And as I rise up, I'm thinking of wrapping around my seat and pulling up through that pelvic floor. So I breathe in and exhale up. Breathing in and exhale up. Let's do 4 more. Breathing in. Feel the backs of those knees really track and zip up like a jacket. Last 2 and pull. Final 1, you're gonna hold right here. Tiny pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep that spiral of your thigh, and 3, 2, 1, and squeeze and pull. Hold right there. Excellent. Let's make this a little harder, shall we? We're gonna test your balance again, so if you need the back of that chair, hold on to it. We're gonna rise up onto the toes. Heels are gonna be together. Hold it. Same principles here. You're gonna bend those knees and then squeeze and pull it up. Again, bend and squeeze and pull. Try to keep that derriere under, yes? Don't stick that booty out. Pull it under and in. Again, down. You're feeling that nice connection through that center and down. And squeeze, everything zipping up and down. And squeeze. Let's do 3 more, and down. And squeeze, here we go, last 2. And squeeze. Final 1, you're gonna hold right here. Tiny pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Finish it. Squeeze, zip it up like a jacket, pull that derriere under, and press the heels down. Excellent. Shake out those legs. Take a second, and we're gonna switch the position. Wide V legs. So you're here. Those legs are gonna be wider than your hips. You need to be able to get those knees over your toes, and if your heels are too close, you're gonna stick your bottom out. So we want that bottom under us. So we're gonna bring our legs wide. Same position with your arms. We're gonna point our knees over our toes and bend, and then pull it up. I want you to imagine as if your legs are still together. So it's still that consensus of pulling up through the pelvic floor and zipping up the backs of those legs. So it's that same feeling. You're wrapping around the thigh. So you breathe in and exhale. Again, breathe in and exhale. 3 more. Breathing in, exhale. Last 2. And exhale. Final 1. We're gonna hold it here. Little pulses for 10, 9, stay low, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on 1. Shift your weight into one leg, hold. And shift your weight into the other leg, hold. Is it burning? I'm shaking, you better be shaking. Come back to center, hold. Get a little deeper and pull it up. Good, shake it out. I'm gonna spare you the balance in that position, and we're gonna come down onto our backs. So make sure you have enough room around you. Laying down here, we're gonna set up for a bridging series. So there's a lot of work that's gonna happen here. So just be prepared. You're gonna lay nice and long, feeling that energy out through the crown of the head and through that tailbone, lining your heels up with those sits bones. From here, take a big breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna start to melt our low back into the mat and peel your hips away from, well, not the mat. You're on carpet, right? Just like me. Breathe in. If you have a mat, great. And exhale, let's roll it down. We'll do that again. And exhale again, rolling the spine off the floor. Hips are high, and exhale to roll it down. Let's do 3 more, just like that. Exhale, rolling it up. You should feel the backs of those thighs, they're nice and active, and rolling it down. So what I love about these is that they're so simple. You can do them anywhere. Not only are they really great for your back, but also super awesome for your hamstrings, because when your hamstrings are weak and when your quads are weak, that really messes with your knees. So this is gonna eliminate any kind of knee instability. It's gonna keep those hip muscles nice and strong to support those knees. Let's roll it back down. Now, let's make it a little more interesting. If it gets too challenging, feel free to do this just with one or with both legs. Keep doing it the same way. Otherwise, we're gonna bring one leg up to tabletop. You're gonna hold right there. We're gonna do the same execution. We're gonna roll the spine off the floor. Hips are high, breathe in, and exhale to roll it back down. So you're gonna find it even more challenging to get right up into that hamstring and glute. Again, exhale, rolling it up. Breathing in, and exhale down. 3 more, just like that. Exhale, rolling the hips high. Double check, make sure those ribs are soft, shoulders relaxed, rolling it back down. Keeping the neck nice and long here. Last 2. A lot of times we want to look at what our legs are doing. They're not going anywhere. So keep your neck long, keep that focus straight up. Last 1, exhale, rolling it up. Hold it, and let's roll it back down. 1 more, rolling it up. and roll it back down. Replace that foot on the floor. Let's lift that other leg away if you're choosing to do this variation. And let's start again. Exhale, rolling the spine away from that floor. And articulating through the vertebrae. I know that it gets challenging. I know that at a certain point you just want to drop your hips. You don't even care about that articulation anymore. But really think about what it does for your abdominal region, for your spine. It's really healthy for those back muscles. Rolling the hips away and rolling it back down. Last two here. Exhale on the way up. Breathe in and exhale back down. Last one, you'll be happy to know. Exhale, rolling it up. And rolling back down. Take a moment, replace that foot. Relax. Actually, I'm gonna be nice. Give it a nice hug in so that'll kind of stretch out through your seat as well, because we're gonna add on a little bit now. We're gonna switch gears just a tiny bit. Bringing those feet back where they started. We're gonna go into a shoulder bridge series. From here, going right into that bridge again, we're gonna tuck the pelvis with both feet on the floor. Roll your hips away. Now, holding here, I want you to try and tuck the pelvis towards the ribs and lift another inch from your seat. Now hold. Now, I want you to raise one leg up to a tabletop position. You're gonna hold. Now, keeping the hips high, you're gonna tap the foot to the floor and then bring that leg back up. So you breathe in and exhale. I imagine when that foot goes towards the floor, I press harder into that supporting foot. Last three, inhale, exhale. Last two, exhale. Final one, exhale. Replace your foot. I'm gonna be nice to you guys. Let's roll it down. Exhale. Articulating through, releasing the spine, releasing the legs. And that's enough time. Let's roll it back up. Exhale up. Breathing here. Same thing here. We wanna tuck. Try to lift a little bit more from that seat. Here we go. We're gonna draw that opposite leg up. Let's tap the toe down. Now, as we do this, sometimes we let that knee get away from us. That supporting knee needs to stay right in line with the hip. Last three, exhale. Tap it down. Last two. Keep pressing down into that foot. Last one. Replace the foot. Find your center. Hold it. Try to tuck and lift another inch. Exhale. Roll the spine down. Breathing. Wonderful. Taking a moment here. Let's hug both knees into the chest. Giving it a nice hug. We're gonna draw that knee into the chest. Taking the leg up. Now, everyone's different in terms of hamstring flexibility. If you can grab your calf or your ankle, awesome. If you can't and you can only grab that quad or that thigh, it's totally fine. Go where you can benefit from a beautiful hamstring stretch here, and make sure you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's flex the foot. We're gonna bend the knee and then point the foot and extend that knee. Do that two more times. You flex, pulling the knee a little closer to the body, and then point and stretch. Last one, you flex, pulling that knee closer, and point and reach. Hold it right there. Take a moment, hug that knee into the chest. We're gonna cross that ankle over the opposite quad, stretching out that piriformis. We're gonna lift up and pull, give it a nice pull. Now, if this is too much, if that's a challenge in itself, just cross the ankle over the quad and give it a nice push out. That's enough too. That's gonna really target that seat as well. And then we're gonna switch legs. You're gonna send that opposite leg down, the one that we just stretched. Pull this knee up. Let's extend the leg. Hold it. Find your working stretched position. I want you to feel the length on the side of that waistband, so really feeling a downward pull on the hip. We're gonna breathe in as we bend the knee, and then breathe out as you exhale, point. Again, breathe in, flex the foot, bend the knee, get it a little closer. Imagine it's right by your face, right? If only, yes. Some of you might be. I want your legs. Do one more, bend. And press. Holding it there. Let's stretch that glute. We're gonna cross it over the quad. If this is enough, stay here. If you want more, bring it up. Don't be afraid to use that elbow to just push that knee open a little bit more. We're breathing still. Taking the knees in. Let's do just one more stretch here. Pull that opposite leg up, the first leg we stretched. You're gonna cross it over the body, look over the opposite shoulder, just looking away from the stretch, just kind of releasing that back a little bit after all those pelvic curls. Coming back, switching sides here. Pulling the knee across, looking over that opposite arm. Coming back in. Pull those knees in, just hang out here for a moment, just enjoying the work you just accomplished. And that was your full leg workout. Thank you for joining me.